Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Alright, so Elon Musk. Remember him? He's the CEO of Tesla. You wouldn't know it by the fact that him doing everything else in the world other than managing Tesla. He was awarded a huge pay increase. I believe it was back in 2018, according to this article. A pay package dating back to 2018. He's basically awarded a $56 billion contract with Tesla. A minority shareholder sued basically Tesla and Elon Musk, saying that this pay is ridiculous and it shouldn't go through. This has gone through the court systems, and a decision was made in a Delaware court today saying that that this contract is null and void. What's the background with this? Judge Kathleen McCormick had previously ruled from January, where she argued against Elon Musk, saying that the board members on Tesla are too heavily influenced by Mr. Musk, and it's these board members that come up with the contracts. Musk and Tesla can appeal her decision, but she basically said the pay package would have been the largest ever for the boss of a listed company, and Tesla failed to prove the pay package was fair. They had a shareholder vote, and that passed with 75% in June, but the judge basically said that the pay should, stockholders' votes could have a ratifying effect, but not here. And the judge didn't agree that the pay should be so large, even despite Tesla's creative arguments. One fellow, Charles Eason at the University of Delaware, who is in the Weinberg Center for Corporate Governance, said the idea of conflict rules is to protect all investors, not just minority investors. You had a board that wasn't independent, a process that was dominated by the CEO, and a package that was way out of any sort of reasonable bounds. It's quite the combo. I'll have that article linked in this description. So Elon's been expecting this big pay package. The board's been trying to force through this big pay package, and they've got one judge saying, no, that's ridiculous. So they have arguments about it. The judge says, no, your arguments are ridiculous. The shareholder said it's okay. Yeah, that's fine, but not in this case. So let's see what's going on with Elon Musk's pay at Tesla. Is with this setback for the judge and such, they can still appeal it, but what's going on with Elon and his pay there? Again, this will be for entertainment purposes only. Fresh out of the chute, the Knight of Pentacles, talking about pay, his salary. This can also be the mercenary card. People in servitude of Elon. But how are we going to pay Elon Musk for his services? Crossed with Temperance, that there looks like there needs to be a reduction, a reality check, that this his pay is not commensurate with the value he's bringing to the company. That is a ridiculous amount of money. $56 billion. Back when we had the meltdown of the economy in 2008, you might remember that. They had all these, like the Ford CEO and the GM CEO came in. They were making like $15 million a year. And you're talking about, Musk should be getting $56 billion with a B. Not even $56 million a year, with a B. I can understand why the judge would have an issue with it. Underneath it all is the Knight of Wands. They're not out of court cases yet. They can challenge this again. They can go forward and challenge it again. So we're not done with this. In the past, you got the Three of Coins. I would take this to mean, here's your Elon and your board conspiring together to give Elon a big pay package. Current situation is the Five of Wands, fighting it out in court, fighting it out with shareholders. Now, mind you, Elon and his shareholders are like Trump with his MAGA folks. They're all cults. The Tesla fanboys, I'm sure you've heard about them. They will defend Elon left, right, and center. Elon can do no wrong. Absolutely can't. And to the point where it's comical. And I watch a lot of car videos, car reviews and stuff like that. And if they ever do anything that insults Tesla, the person doing the video say, yeah, what I'm about to say is really going to upset the Tesla fanboys, and I'm sure they'll flood the comment section with it. And then they will be critical of Tesla, which usually involves Tesla fanboys flooding their comment section with a bunch of criticisms. It's like Russian bots for Trump. Overarching energy is the emperor. Elon, it basically acts like the emperor of Tesla. But he may be the emperor in the boardroom, but that boardroom is causing him problems with this. And there's a lot of fighting. This could even be, the board, if they get tired of Elon's antics, I don't know how that would work. They can get rid of Elon because they seem to be cowing to him now. Is that because they really support him? Or is that because they're scared of him and, they get a good payday when Elon's there? Elon gets a better payday. The lesson to be learned is holding on to the money. Too much money. There's too much. This conspiracy went over the top, and you have to retract the offer. Plain and simple. It's also what's fair to the shareholders too, because the billions that you're paying into Elon should be billions that stock that's not being sold or being invested into the company or something like that, providing value. Out comes the Chariot. They'll continue. They're going to fight. They will appeal it. It'll go into the next court case. That Temperance could be like a settlement, but the only way you're going to get a settlement is renegotiating Elon's his pay package. And gotta say that Elon doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who accepts the loss and has the pay package reduced from $56 billion to $28 billion and calls it good. That doesn't seem like Elon's style. I mean, he basically dropped about that much money destroying Twitter so that there wouldn't have been a unifying social media platform to push against Trump and, Elon, for instance. But now we have Blue Sky, which is small, but it's growing by leaps and bounds every day. And it's the type of app that gives Elon nightmares, and it's giving Zuckerberg nightmares. And if you can give those two guys nightmares, that's worth joining. I did start a Blue Sky account for Tarot by the Bay. You can find me on there. And I had Gary. Gary and I started one, but Gary will be managing a Blue Sky account for the Twin Tarot with Gary and David. I believe it's just Twin Tarot on Blue Sky. So, expand our horizons a bit and get some more information, which will provide me more topics to read on. In fact, I should probably look at Blue Sky and see what topics to read on. But right now we're reading on Elon. Will Elon, for Carter, will Elon be forced to take a pay cut? Maybe not. Maybe he gets what he wants. Let's see what the underlying cards are. The people are celebrating, but is this Elon or is this other people? Oh, there's a disappointment. Judgment. The death card. And fighting from a position of strength. Honestly, what David wants to say is no, he doesn't get everything that he wants, and that's the end of this case. The little guy wins. That would be one way to take it. The other way is like Elon wins. The judgment's for him. Nice try, little guy. You didn't quite get there, and that's the end of this. Because Elon can fight from a position of strength. Now, this judge has made rulings that are saying that this is ridiculous, which leads me more towards the little guy getting this. But the problem is that Elon's wealthy and powerful and tied in with the Trump administration, who's wealthy and powerful. And will the courts allow the wealthy, powerful person to remain wealthy and powerful? If I were a betting man, I would say that Elon will probably prevail. I don't think he should, but if I were interpreting these cards, he would prevail. Now, I could be wrong. It could be the exact opposite, and I'm okay with that. Maybe I should ask this: how will the how will I feel after this decision is made? How will the investor who brought this lawsuit feel after the final appeal is made? Now, mind you, that's the energies now. Things can change. How will that investor feel after the final announcement's made? Queen of Wands. Taking action. Could we maybe a female judge? Looking at things differently or being thrown under the bus? Looking at the practicality of it? Actually, we're kind of getting a vibe on the current judge here. That she's looking at this, like looking at the value, and this value doesn't make sense. Not a traditional value underneath that. And underneath it is the tower collapsing down. It's possible. It's possible that Musk, it's the second time I did that. Musk does not get that. I'm sorry, I'm really waffling on this. Yeah, not a great tarot reading intuitive channel if you can't come up with something definitive. I'll tell you what, I'll read on it when we get closer to it. How about that? I guess what I'm saying is, if the appeal goes through, it's going to be definitive. Somebody's going to be disappointed, and a lot of people are going to be happy. Now, whether those people are Elon Musk and his 23 women that he's impregnated are going to be happy, or is it the collective of people who can't stand Elon Musk going to be happy? I'm not sure. And the problem is I'm not getting a real strong intuitive hit on it right now. That's why I can't really tell you what I think it's going to be. I do think that last spread I was asking about how the person who brought the suit, I think it's really reading on the judge here. I think she's been reasonable with this, and she's brought up a lot of good points, which is going to bring down this pay thing. So if I were looking at that second reading, I'm going to guess he's not going to get everything that he wants out of this. So the celebration might be for the little guy. But again, we'll see as we get closer to the court case for this. We'll leave it for here. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you did find it insightful. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.